So let's look at Luke's truck.
I was talking to Luke about his truck. Let's see if I got a cleaned off spot on the desk over here. This truck here is one that he wants to make into a replica of a truck that his dad has, and it's one of the trucks that's parked on the property up there. And this one has a real neat little dump bed on it, a cab. And this cab is one I took off of another frame. And he was asking me that I think these wheels look like they're too far toward the front, because I think his dad's truck might have them wheels farther toward the back. And he was asking me if that dump bed would fit on this frame, and if it did, would that get the axles further toward the back? And that got me to thinking, okay, would it fit? So I decided that I'd bring it out here, and what I see is that the axle frame, this is where the front wheel tire would be, and this is where the rear tire would be. And you see this hole in here? Well, it matches this hole in here where that dump body mounts. So I'm thinking, yes. See, there's a little spot right there that matches this spot, a hole right in the back of that frame. So I'm thinking, yeah, it would. This dump body would go on that frame. That frame has a longer wheelbase, so that we could take, if we put this dump body on this frame, it would move the rear wheels further back, would leave the cab up here about where it needs to be, because the body, let me open that back up. Let's see. Let's see now. Is there a problem with that? No, I don't think there is. See, that's a longer, is it longer? Or is it just that the wheel's in a different place? I think that body would fit right there. And that would put the axle a little further back on the body, but I think it would achieve exactly what Luke wants, is to have that dump body on, bring some of the light over. Have that dump body on that frame with that wheel a little further back, and then this cab on there. I believe that would be the closest we could get to coming up with something that would be like his dad's truck. See, I get excited about stuff like this. This is fun, and it goes back to what I was saying earlier about passing on some of your knowledge to these young fellers. I mean, Luke's a perfect example. He knows a lot about cars, but he don't know or have access to a lot of mechanical things. I mean, he knows mechanical things, but he doesn't have a garage. He doesn't have a welder. He doesn't have a grinder. He's never hammered metal into different shapes. That's all new stuff for him, and he may or may not have the ability to do that kind of thing, but I do. And for me to be able to do that, have him watch, and him be able to use his imagination to come up for doing some stuff, and then have me put it together for him, that's pretty exciting for me. That's more exciting than just thinking of something I want to do. You know, I got to thinking, I was in church the other day, and this preacher, well, I may have heard Perry Noble say this, but I heard a preacher say, you know, what do you need to do? What does God want you to do? Or something like that. Or maybe it was, what is the thing that makes you the happiest? Well, the thing that makes me the happiest is doing stuff for other people. And, you know, being able to do something. And the same goes for other people. You know, Luke's talking about, well, let me give you some stuff. Let me trade you some stuff. I want to be able to give you something too. And I was thinking, well, geez, Luke, you're an artist. I mean, just think of all the wonderful art you could do. But in a world where we do stuff for other people, we let other people do stuff for us, that's worth so much more than just doing stuff for yourself. You know, you can lock yourself up in a little closet and you can do everything you ever wanted to do for yourself, but it's pretty boring. But if you're doing something nice for somebody else and they're doing something nice for you, and you guys are sharing that mutual givingness, that's what makes life worthwhile. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking here. So let me change the subject again, because I am like a dog chasing a squirrel. And we'll go back to the